Hey guys, as always I say I'm done with changes to lighting, and then I change lighting. So I decided to add X10 to the living room. Whoops, I forgot to put this painting back. Let's put the painting back. I'd thought about doing it for a while. Originally I wanted to be able to switch the track lights separately, and then I said no, I want to switch the fluorescent lights separately, and then I said I want to be able to switch the flicker flames separately. And so definitely not going to do the flicker flames because there's so many of them, and they're probably not all in the same circuit, and that would just be impossible. So what I did is I now have 3 X10 circuits down here. And I can possibly add more, but we'll start with 3. So 1 is the preheat fluorescent behind the TV. 2 is the preheat fluorescents on either side of the TV. And then 3 is the 2 uplights on the cadenza and the table lamp back behind the plant. So you have everything off with the X10. Well, sometimes it does that. Sometimes the fluorescent lights kind of send it a signal back. So you have everything off with the X10, and track lights are still on. The plant uplight is still on. The table lamps are still on. These crooked shades are bothering me just because I've been bumping them because I've been doing stuffs. Nothing is dimmable because not all the LEDs are dimmable, and it would be impossible to separate it. This is on a dimmable module over here, but only one of the 3 LEDs is dimmable, so it doesn't really react well when I try to dim it. Only thing I wasn't certain about was this accent lamp here. Should it be with the plant, or should it be with the I gotta put these back into position too. Everything got moved around. I'm not OCD. Here's where I knocked all the stuff off the counter last night. Don't tell me, yeah. So, yeah. I thought about a few different things. So this could either be with those, but then the only light on the learning remote is the plant light. And that seemed kind of silly to have just one light in this corner with the learning remote and then every other light in here that's not fluorescent. I thought about doing 2 modules over here, one for this and the one behind the plant, and then one for the uplights, but that seemed silly. When would I ever use that? You know? So for now, this is how I left it. This is how I decided to leave it. This way the plant has a complement. The wall of light here still has, somewhat of a wall of light here. And then these uplights aren't on their own, the light behind them there. So I think that's probably the best possible outcome. But we'll see. And then that leaves, depending on how I set up the X10, either 1 or either 1 or 5 circuits left for Christmas lights. So I will be putting stuff on that. And then don't forget these 2 are on their own separate switch, I thought about putting those on the X10 too, because it bothers me having things switched 3 different ways. I don't like that. I'd like to have everything all switched the same way. But it also bothers me to have a switch that doesn't do anything. We have that in the bedroom, and that bothers me. So it's kind of a what bothers me less. And so this is what I stuck with. And the controller is either going to go here or on the coffee table. Probably here, because all the remotes tend to go there. And right now it's on the coffee table because I'm sitting here working on the computer and watching Law & Order and comparing, looking to see how things look, trying different combinations. There's just the light behind the TV. So hold on, because I can try every combination, except I can't do anything with these. But that's okay, because those can be off a lot of the time. So, just the light behind the TV. You've never done that before? Unless you count the uplights in the bedroom, because that's not fluorescent, so that's pretty cool. And, or just fluorescent and flicker flame. It's a very different look in here with just fluorescent. That's actually how this room started. You know, I didn't have anything but fluorescent lights in here when we first moved in. I gradually added the other stuff, and it's a lot warmer now. But then I also had the uplight in the plant, and that was a CFL, but still, you can really see those flicker flames over there now. So that's just stuff along this wall. It's just up lights along this wall, basically, because the fluorescents are basically up lights. And so that's an interesting look. You can take those out. Just do that. That doesn't really make any sense, huh? That doesn't really make any sense either. It's interesting, but it's not really practical. And what will probably get used the most, I assume, will be just LEDs and now the light's on over there. Only thing I'm looking at and regretting is I like my pole lamp in the corner. That was the straw that broke the camel's back with Nia, by the way, and her me and too many lamps. That was just the one that was just like, she's told me she's taking my lamps to storage when I'm not home. Originally, she was throwing them out, and then she said she was taking them to storage. So yeah, that, it would be nice to be able to have that on, but you really don't need that on if you have the plant. Because the plant does the same basic thing. So yeah, it'll probably just be like this most of the time. It's funny because this is so different now than it was when we first moved in here without the fluorescent lights. I'll probably have the TV one on, because I think that's the coolest of the fluorescents. But it changes the tone in here considerably. I'll just show you what it looks like when I try to dim those, and that'll be it for the video. Because the one in the torchier lamp is dimmable, but the others are not. So just for here. So when I try to dim them, they dim better than some do. They dim kind of. One of them's on, one of them's off. Now they're both on, they're flickering. So they kind of do dim. The ones that I tested on the track lights didn't dim at all, they just blinked. So these almost kind of dim, but they do blink a little bit. What's interesting is that the one that blinks the most is the one that's dimmable. So what's happening is the drivers and the non-dimmable ones is sending something back into the circuit. Can't believe I'm showing you all this mess on the table. I mean, it's been there. There's been the same mess on that table since we moved in. That's just, I don't know, paper towels and some cooking supplies and stuff that, you know, don't have a place yet. When I was over there working, I realized those drawers in the credenza are empty, so that's going to be where a lot of stuff is going to go. So, oops, that's not what I intended to turn on, but. So I'll probably sit here like this for a bit and just see how I like it. It's less warm, but it is more like quirky. Then again, having the track lights just kind of randomly pointed is quirky too, so. Okay, well, you've seen all the things. Thanks for watching.